Somebody asked me in the comments how to fare with the frost. Well, I did something that's quick, simple, cheap, and easy. I don't know what the exact numbers is on them, but I probably got 100 tomato plants. But that's a different video. I explain why I planted so many. But they're not all the same. There are 5 different types here. I'm going to answer another question too before I show you my little quick, little easy, cheap hack here for the frost. Why did I plant these tomatoes so early, knowing you're going to probably more than likely get a frost at the end of April? Well, see how big these plants are? I planted these plants April 9th. You know how big they are now. Well, they couldn't grow that long in the tray, in the seed tray. They'll eat up all the nutrients and they'll eventually die, even if you water them every day. I mean, you could probably maybe try to dab or something kind of food in there for them. You know, it's kind of nutrients or something in there in them little trays, but they'll grow them trays and they'll eventually die. Next thing is, if I waited to now to almost May to buy these plants, well, you ain't gonna probably find none because everybody else is doing the same thing you're doing. They trying to run that skirmish their plants up to plant now. All right, I'm gone 12 hours a day. I don't have. My wife, she works too. I don't have time to babysit these plants every day, and then you'll forget about them and leave them in the house or leave them outside, or if you're at home all day, looking at them. Yeah, you can take them in and take them out, take them in, take them outside, or whatever. But actually, I plant them so early because I buy them early while they're available. Because if not, they won't be available. But anyway, that's why I planted them so early, because they couldn't live for a month in the tray. So I got them the last week of March, first week of April. They couldn't live for a month in that tray. They grow the trays. All right, maybe some other way to do that and keep them live longer in the tray. I don't know nothing about that. But a quick, easy way to take care when you're gonna have a frost. These are cheap. Get them at the dollar store. I got some 20-ounce ones and some 32-ounce ones. But you don't have to cover the entire plant. You say, hey, we got a frost last night. My plants are nice and green and healthy. They'd be laid on the ground by now if frost got them. But you just take this plant right here for an example. You just take this cup. Set the cup on top of it. I got 32 ounces for the bigger plants. That's all we did. Get them at the dollar store. I don't know how many was in a pack. And you take them and you put them up and you reuse them from year to year. I mean, I got a plastic one here too, just to show you. The plastic one would be better because you can kind of see what's going on there. There you go. Thing is keep the moisture off of it so it don't really freeze. But I mean, that's all you do. Set that cup on top of it. Quick, simple, cheap, and you can use the cup over again next year. Set the cup over it. Gives a neighbor something to talk about too. Oh, what is he doing? Got all them white cups strode across his garden. Like I said, the bigger plants, you can just use a 32-ounce cup. I just talk about this because somebody asked me how to manage with the frost in one of my cultivating videos. I see plants, you already got them planted. Oh, you got a frost, it's gonna kill them all. No, you could use plastic, I guess, but that's a lot of plastic. Versus just walking through here and then set a cup on top of it and then pick the cup back up and store the cups. But I don't have just these 4 rows here. I have some more behind the house over here of cantaloupe and cantaloupe. I done planted everything but my corn. The only thing I ain't planting is corn and beans. Peas, well, I call them beans, but the peas. That's the only 2 things I ain't planted. I'm gonna plant them with the my international seed planter. I'm waiting a little bit on that because I'm still getting little kinks out of the little planter. But anyway, I done planted everything. I done planted all my tomatoes, my okra, all my peppers, all my squash, cucumbers. Planted a few zucchini, some eggplant here and there. There's a few eggplants in here. The eggplants separate the different types of tomatoes. There's 5 different types of tomatoes planted in here. That's why it's so many. Like from here to the end, I know for a fact that because those are smaller, because I brought them in a different place. Those are better boys. They're those smaller plants, but they were smaller than that. And these are some, kinds of tomatoes here. What are these called? Super fantastic. I don't think I've never planted none of them before. And I got some other kinds here. I got some cherry tomatoes too mixed in here. Those are super fantastics. But I got some other types of tomatoes in here too. The cherry tomatoes. I found another tag on. There's another one in here. I got better boys, super fantastic, some kind of cherry tomato. I think those over there are the cherry tomatoes. I'm looking for the other tag here. Anyway, I don't know. I got 5 different types of tomatoes here planted. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'm gonna show you this quick, easy, simple hack that you can reuse from year to year. Just set a couple, because by the time I planted everything right here April 9th. I laid the rows off a day or so before it and went on and planted it. I watched the forecast on the 25 day, and I knew this day gonna probably be nipping it close, but at the time it was showing it was gonna be 48 for the low. And then it kept, as I got closer to that day, the temperature kept sneaking down. Then we ended up at 38 instead of 48. But you don't have 1 or 2 days, nights of that between April 1st and May 1st. 1, 2, maybe 3 nights. Set the cup on top of it. Get your plants in the ground earlier, get a little head start. And 2, yeah, it was. I was eager to jump into this with my nice tracked out and redone. I was eager to get started. But I'm gonna corn all the rest of this, corn and peas on the rest of this. I'm gonna plant I'm tired and sleepy. I'm gonna plant Silver Queen, plant some Silver Queens, peaches and cream. And I got some kind of hybrid corn too. I'm gonna try too, I believe. Some sort of hybrid. I can't remember the name of that. But peaches and cream, silver cream. I personally prefer peaches and cream myself. And along with everybody else around here, I give away a whole lot of it. I'm gonna have a lot of corn. This is a hobby for me. Something I enjoy doing, old farm boy. Something I enjoy fooling with. But anyway. And we got a special surprise. I brought something today. I brought a Farmall M, a wide front end M today too. I brought 2 bacon, egg, and cheeses and a Farmall M tractor from the same counter. Believe it or not, yeah. But when I'm having difficulties on trying to get a trailer, the wheels are pulled completely out on it, all the way to the end of the axles, and the pans are flipped all the way out. It's the widest point possible it can be. I'm trying to get my hands on a trailer. I don't want to use the low boy, because if I use the low boy, it's not running. They got the wires all hacked up, and no, there's not a battery in it. And they got the gas tank unhooked from it for some odd reason. I don't see nothing wrong with the gas tank. But anyway, we're gonna get it here. It don't look like it take much to get it running. But I don't want to fool. I got to pull it on a trailer, either with a winch or another vehicle. And I can't get the low boy out the road, and I don't want to be sitting there cocked all around in the state road out there trying to drag a tractor up on a low boy. And it's gonna take a stout truck to pull it up on now, because the low boy ramps are so steep. And I paid a very low price for it. The woman kind of took a loss on it. And I really would hate to start it up in her yard and drive it up on a trailer. I really don't want to do that. I'm sure it won't take me but an hour or 2 to get it running, but I just don't want to do that. I don't think that's the right thing to do. Man, I throw it at a price that I'm comfortable paying for it, and She didn't accept it at first, but then she finally accepted it, and I said, all right, well, she's taking a loss on it, but I took multiple losses. Probably take some more as life goes on. So I really don't want to start it in her yard. I can easily probably do that, but that's just gonna add salt on the wound. So we're gonna wait till we get it out of sight before we start it. But anyhow, Farmall M coming up. Whenever I can figure out a way to get it to the house, I might have to move the wheels on it. I don't know. I'm still waiting on an answer on a trailer on a gooseneck. So anyhow, thanks for watching. Farmall M coming up.